Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're on this Monday morning. What a way to start the week. A show that comes on like this and all this crazy stuff we find out here, but we stay positive, and our goal is three things. We're going to try to inform you, we're going to try to entertain you, and we're going to try to encourage you. If we accomplish one of those three, we're happy. So let's get started with today's show. It's brought to us by, this weather brought to us by Hayden Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. Looking at a high today of 73, a low of 54. Water temperature right at 69 degrees. Our Monday moon phase brought to us by Mountain Dew, and their motto this year is take it outside. Mountain Dew and our Mountain Dew moon forecast. We're looking at the full moon coming on this Friday. Folks, it's going to be an excellent week to freshwater fish. We got this moon is waxing these next couple of days. I know we've had some rough weather, we had a lot of wind and all. And April's just been a windy month. I forgot to tell them, but March is supposed to do that, but April has just been blowing. But this week is going to be a very good week of freshwater fishing with this moon phase we're in now. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Good strong tides today. It's April 15th, and a lot of y'all know what April 15th means, but we won't go there. We're looking at a low tide at 403, okay, and a high tide at 715. Good strong tides today and tomorrow, then it's going to really taper off. We'll be in neap tides. A lot of times we get these neap tides going into that full moon in the springtime. Marine forecast be northwest coming in at about 10. So let's take a look at taking this break here, and we'll come back and all kind of stuff. Welcome back. Let's start the week off with a couple of pictures. I'll tell you about how these Spanish mackerel have really been out. And just a lot of folks are catching them. I just picked out this one here off the Panama City fishing page. It's Cody Ricketts. In 2 hours, okay? They were thick and some nice ones. And also, so you can see that's a tailgate full of Spanish mackerel. And that is some good eating now. And that's another shot of it. And when they're all cleaned up, that's pretty meat right there. And you see how much they had. They could feed a small army right there. And then you cook it all up with some shrimp and all. And that's what it's all about here in the Panhandle. Now, I know you saw this last week. Lisa Powell sent this to us. And this was a gator at St. Andrews State Park. He wanted to come in there, and I guess he wanted to have a picnic with some of the people there. So he just crawled on up there. So springtime now, these gators are really moving around. So be aware of that. Also over here at Highland Park Elementary School, they're starting that annual fishing tournament. I believe this is its 22nd year maybe. I know some of you folks at Highland Park, y'all send me the results and pictures and all, and let me know what's going on when the finals have started it. So look at there, I was just tickled to see that. And this is a map. Now we're starting our contest. No, I'm starting our contest. We're doing a giveaway this week. This is a map to Fox 28 Studios. At the bottom, you see West 23rd Street from left to right. Okay, we're facing north. See the red marker right there? That's our studio. It's a red roof buildings. It's behind the Innovations Credit Union. Off to the right now would be Newt's Cafe, and then a big public shopping center right there. So when you come pick up your prize, because I know you think you're going to win, and I hope you do, you come to the studio right here. So it's a 700 block of West 23rd Street, okay? I got a couple of things. Let me get on through these, Jeff. Okay, that's enough on pictures right now. I do want to mention the turkey season now. Spring turkey season goes out this weekend. Okay, through this weekend, then it's over. I've had some good reports, and it's been fascinating to see what's going on there. I do want to show one picture real quick though. Let me get back here to pictures. Captain Rick sent this to me, and when he comes back on the show, we're going to talk about it. But you know, the other day when he was on the show, this is Captain Rick, about 13 years old, and he's going to tell us a story. This is when he was learning how to fly. Now, it wasn't legal to learn when you're 13 years old, but I think it's safe now because he's got his pilot license. But this is a plane. Now, we were talking about, and he's going to tell us some stories about this plane, but he's cleaning out his house like so many people in remodeling after the hurricane. He ran across this old picture, and he sent it to me and all. When he comes back on, we're going to get some stories about that. But I thought that's a great black and white picture. And what year was this, Captain Rick?
1958.
That was 1958, okay. Also, I want to briefly mention the coyotes in Florida. FWC, you know how we feel about coyotes. FWC now has come out with a poster, okay? So we're going to check this out. Coyotes in Florida. They live in urban and suburban, all that. Talks about, okay, let's go to the left, right here in the center. Feeding coyotes is illegal. They will lose their fear of humans, okay? I don't know if any of y'all to feed them, okay, but don't do it. Secure garbage cans, you know, we all do that anyway. And then this next one, secure livestock in predator-resistant enclosures. All farmers have done that for generations, so make sure you continue to do that. And this one now, keep pets in enclosed areas, walk dogs on a short leash. To me, I think when the coyote's in the neighborhood, I just try to get rid of coyotes. I wouldn't, anyway, but they say there's a special place for coyotes are an important part of the landscape in Florida. Landscape, to me now, that means out in the woods. They help maintain healthy ecosystems, so forth and so on. And by preventing conflicts, we can better coexist with coyotes and other wildlife. I don't care about coexisting with a coyote in my neighborhood because they've already taken one of my grandkids' dogs, and I just soon take them out. But anyway, this is the official view of the FWC and all, and that's, you know, if they're in the woods and all, unless you're predator hunting, I guess you can leave them alone. I just wanted to bring that up there to you also, and let you be aware of that on coyotes. Also, we're going to give away, well, I got one more announcement right here. This is from our buddy Nat Harris. And okay, I have a boat stall for rent in Harbor Town. That's right across Hathaway Bridge. It's a gated community that can accommodate a boat up to 25 foot next to mine. No lift, but water and electricity. And 5 minutes from the Hathaway Bridge, $150 a month. That's a deal if you want to just leave your boat down here. I know a lot of folks from Dothan and different areas just want to, instead of trailering it back and forth, that's a good place to leave it. So get a hold of Nat Harris. If you need his number, I'll have it. Also, we're getting ready. We're going to start our giveaway, our spring giveaway. At the end of the show today, we're going to start giving it away. So I have some names. Rudy Vincent from Bayou George. We're going to add James Cutts and Linda Cutts. And from Vernon, Sonia Burke and Robert Burke from Vernon. These are going to be our new, we're going to add these in here too, and then later on we're going to give away stuff. Let's take our break now. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. This next segment now is going to be interesting. I guess all our segments are interesting to me. I hope they are to you too. We're going to talk about a really a legend. He's passed on now, but we're talking about Jack Wingate. Okay, and here's a picture of him, and we're talking about the Lunker Lodge up at Lake Seminole. And here's a picture of Jack Wingate in the early years, and he was a legend to me and to most people too. And here I've got to try to get all this in a short story. When Ray Scott started the BASS tournament, Bassmasters, he made one phone call, and that dictated, of course, the huge success of BASS because of what the phone call he made, and it was to this guy right here. And what Jack did when he called him from Montgomery, he had fished. Okay, Ray Scott's in Montgomery. He called Lake Seminole Lodge, the Lunker Lodge, and said, Jack, I'm going to try to put together a tournament and pay people, a bass tournament, and pay people if they win. And Jack said, what? And so Ray explained it to him, and Ray said, well, can you get me some good fishermen? He said, yeah. He said, we're going to have the first tournament up here in Montgomery, then we're going to have a tournament at your place at Lake Seminole. And Jack said, let me check. He started checking his records and all, who'd been a good fisherman. He said, I got a bunch of good fishermen. Jack made 24 phone calls, 24 fishermen that had been to Lake Seminole, went up there. Out of the 100 fishermen, 24 of them came from Jack Wingate's phone call, and that's how BASS started. So anyway, that's that one call there. He built this lodge. He grew up on the Flint River before the dam was built. He grew up before the dam was built. He passed away several years back at the age of 82. So I think he was born in 1929 maybe, and he was legendary as far as he started collecting. He knew the dam was going to be built. So he had permission to collect all those Indian artifacts, and he knew where they were as a kid, and then he knew where they were, so he went back and picked them up and just had wash tub fulls of arrowheads, of big points, of pottery and all, because you got to stop and think, the Native Americans, you think of the rivers, the Flint River, the Chattahoochee River, so many rivers came into that point right there, and that's why they built the dam, of course. And so all that, that was just a rich area, and he knew it was going to be flooded with 100 feet of water on top of it, and some of it was a burial ground and all. So anyway, back then they could do that. So what was fascinating, and he kept it collected. So his lodge, he had a sign on it, and right outside of Bainbridge, and he had a. Let me show you a couple more pictures too, because okay, here he is right here. Check this out. This is him. He was just a friendly, outgoing fella, and he started a summer camp, and this was after he passed away. I think he passed away in 2011. They tried to keep it going, but look at what they did. He started his way back in 1966, a little camp on boating, water safety, archery, hunter safety, Native American history. He was an expert. The history of Bainbridge, gun safety. Now, is that not a cool summer camp right there? And he did that from 1966 until not too long ago. And what he did, he was also had a newspaper, once a week he wrote a newspaper story, and people come in. He had a sign, he's going to the fish as a folksy, sort of a restaurant, boat ramp, campground, and everybody just all gathered around there and just told stories and told lies, how you do at a fish camp. So it has a sign going in. I remember the sign, I had to write it down. As you go in, it had a big old, I'm a Coca-Cola or maybe Mountain Dew sign, but it's a soft drink sign. It said, as you're going in, it said, "You should have been here yesterday, cuz." And then on the back side of the sign, as you're coming out, it said, "Come back, they'll buy it tomorrow." So he always had something going. He always had some kind of story. That was the kind of personality he had. And let's see, but the Indian artifacts, some of them have disappeared and all, and I'm going to try to track some of them down, because I'll pay cash for them to try to just save that Native American history from that area. Now, I said all this to lead you up to this video. Galen and I were up there the other day. We're up around Bainbridge, and we're visiting some old cemeteries. We just like to do that on occasion, tracing our roots. And I found my great-granddaddy's old grave up there in a little country church outside of Bainbridge. And just really, we enjoy doing that, and we're doing it on both sides of the family. And we got cousins scattered throughout. So we were out on one of those road trips that we take, and we've done our whole married life. And so we were up there, and I said, let's run, on the way back, I said, let's run by old Jack Wingate's old Seminole Lodge and see what's going on there. So it was nostalgic driving through, and that springtime beauty of those country roads in South Georgia and North Florida is beautiful. So we drive in there, and I said, look, I see some activity, because it's sort of been, since he passed away, it's been in disrepair, and some people bought it, it hadn't worked very well and all, but now we got this. I walked in there, and there's couples in there, and their daughter and all. I could tell they're getting ready to fix up the place. So I just got excited talking to them, and so I said, let me run and get my camera, because I want to interview you and share this with our viewers about what's going on at Lunker Lodge at Lake Seminole, and they're going to rename it. It's a couple from Sneed's, which is in our viewing area, and they know everybody, and they're going to be redoing it. So Jeff, let's roll this video. Hi folks, I'm up here around Lake Seminole. I'm at a legendary place, and the term legendary is often overused, but we're at the Jack Wingate's Lunker Lodge. Of course, Jack has passed away many years ago, but this place is amazingly legendary. There's so many stories that come out of here. And this place here is just amazing as far as just a history. Now, family has moved in, and they're trying to get everything started back and get a restaurant open here. So we're going to do a little interview with them. I just wanted y'all to see the old boat landing. If any of y'all ever been up here, look out that way. That's Lake Seminole. And this is, BASS started their first tournaments ever. They started some of them down here. It goes way back to the Ray Scott days. And Jack Wingate, well, he was legendary in that when the dam was built, before the dam was built, this was his family's property. He went around here and got all these Indian relics and artifacts. So we're just going to go here and talk to folks and just inform y'all on what's going on. So I'm excited. I was up here in Bainbridge. I told Gail, let's just swing by Jack Wingate's old place and see if it's still standing. So it's still standing, so let's go in. Okay, now it's going to be called Max Point Lodge Marina and Restaurant. This is going to be a cool place to just come up here and get a good meal. I guarantee you they're going to have some fresh fish. All right, so here it is. The old building's still up here in pretty good shape. And we're just going to take a look real quick. Look here, we have bait. Crickets, glowworms, earthworms, giant red worms, wigglers, and under new ownership. All right, folks, just rolling in here and messing with you folks. Introduce yourself to our viewing audience. Tell them who.
I'm Bob McDaniel. This is my wife, Denise McDaniel, and we're the new owners of Max Point Lodge and Marina. We are actually, it's formerly Jack Wingett's Lunker Lodge.
Now, where y'all from originally?
We live in Sneads, Florida.
Sneads. Now, we got a lot of viewers over at Sneads. Look, what made y'all decide to tackle something like this?
Well, I've always wanted a campground, and she's always wanted a restaurant. So it kind of worked out as a joint effort and turned out good for us.
That's a perfect situation. Now, y'all had some damage. How long have you had it?
Almost 8 weeks.
Almost 8 weeks.
8 weeks. Y'all literally just got it.
Yes.
So y'all had some damage from the storm that the property did, right?
Yes, sir.
So what all damage did y'all have? Just
We had to do some roof repairs on about all the buildings. And I had to get a bunch of trees at the campground, which now we've got our campground open.
Campground is open?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
It's open and ready for people to come in.
All right.
And we're hoping to get the restaurant open by the middle of May. Hopefully in the middle of May we'll have the restaurant open. Of course, we've got the store open and the cabins are open and rentable.
Cabins are rentable. All right, now, I'm one of these restaurant people. Now, tell me what are y'all going to have in a restaurant? You going to have some fish?
Oh yes. Oh yes. We'll have fish, seafood, steaks, and then your sandwiches.
Okay, so you're going to let me know when it opens?
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're going to come up here and get some. Y'all got catfish?
Yes, sir.
We're going to get some fried catfish. I'll tell you, I promise you, I'm going to take you on a date. I'm serious. All right, now, this is exciting. This is a fun kind of thing to do. So, I got a cousin live around the road up here, Curtis Locke.
Yes, sir.
So, I don't want y'all to feed him.
We're going to take care of Pam.
Pam wanted his help. And give us a quick fishing report this time of year. What's going on? They catching them up?
Well, the bass is doing pretty good early in the morning. They did this morning at daybreak, but shortly after the sun come up, they kind of quit for a while. So.
Well, this is great. And boat launch is fine. Everything's out
Yes,
here.
sir.
Yeah. I told the folks in the introduction what a legendary place this is.
Right.
Y'all inheriting some legendary things and all
Yes,
that.
sir.
Definitely.
I want to compliment y'all on taking her over, and I'm excited for y'all.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you, sir.
And we'll get some of these Panama City and Millville people up here, and they just come here to eat, can't they?
Yeah, come eat, come fishing.
And y'all gonna have some tournaments up here, you think? So these are headquarters from tournaments, I imagine, over the years?
Yes, sir. We're hoping, of course, they've kind of already set their schedule for this year.
Right.
And so we're kind of hoping to get on the schedule for next year.
All right.
Get some of them back and bring them back. The FLW had came here during the spring.
Yep.
And done a lot of pre-fishing here.
Okay.
The tournament was actually held out of Bankers.
Okay.
And so we're kind of wanting to get them back here. That was kind of exciting to have them all around, and
Yep.
it was pretty fun.
Well, this is cool. I'm excited for y'all, and y'all stay in touch with us and all. Let us know what's going on, and we'll keep the viewers posted.
We certainly appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you now. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that video. That's one of those sort of spontaneous ones, and you just run across people, and I wish them the very best. We're certainly going to be keeping in contact with them, and that's some of the finest bass fishing in the southeastern United States. If you don't believe that, see how many tournaments are held out of that area there. So check it out at a restaurant. She's kin to the Paramours. If y'all eat at these Paramour restaurants, Paramour 2 and all, that's some of her kin folks, so you know she's going to cook some of that good fried catfish. And I told Gail we're just going to ride up there on Saturday, sometime on Saturday night, and get some catfish. All right, let's get moving on. Fishing Game Time today brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers, 9:32 to 11:32 this morning, and this evening from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. And it's going to be, like I say, a good week of with a waxing moon. Now, let's get ready for our giveaway. And let me tell you what's going to be in the package. We're going to do drawing each day this week. We went to Blue Water Tent Sale and bought some spinning reels. These are some good lightweight. This is really nice stuff here, and this is what I would use off the boat. Also, you can use this in any other place that you want to go fishing. It's not heavy duty. It's a medium to light duty, and we do most of our fishing with that. So that's every package will have a rod and reel, okay, a spinning reel. Also, we're going to give away our famous pliers, not one pair, but we're going to give y'all 2 pairs. Because here's what's going to happen. You're going to have a buddy or somebody's going to borrow it and not give it back because they're going to like it so much, and then you're going to have an extra pair. Or you can either keep yours and give it with somebody else. But these are floating fishing pliers, and we've had these a long time, and I love them. And I have dropped them overboard before. All right, we're going to also give away a sun visor, Abu Garcia, a pin koozie, And I got to give you one of my favorite lures. You're gonna get a badonkadonk, a different color. Badonkadonk, that's one of my favorite lures right there. We talked about it before. Jeff is adding his video, a walk through nature. This is a fascinating look at pre-Michael Florida Panhandle. Great video here. And also we're gonna give a special edition. I got a special edition of some Panhandle Outdoor shirts. Okay, it says Panhandle Outdoors, and then it's got a picture of different fish on the back. Some of these shirts are yellow, but it's gonna be like five packages. We're gonna do it every day this week, and I believe that's gonna be all. So make sure, and that's just my appreciation. I just appreciate our viewers. I appreciate the feedback we get from y'all, and I just want to give y'all some stuff on occasion. And it's a good occasion when I go to Blue Water Tent Sale, because I get these rod and reels at a good price. I couldn't do it if I had to buy everything without a tent sale. Just kidding. Now we're going to, I'm not kidding, I'm serious. All right, we're going to do the draw now. First winner, and come by here to Fox 28 Studios, and you saw, I showed the map. It's a 700 block of 23rd Street, right behind Innovation Credit Union, and ring the doorbell, ask for Donna, and she'll have you all set up. And the winner of our first one is going to be, I'm gonna get way down here, it's going to be, right here is going to be Denise Knight from Panama City. Congratulations, Denise. I'll put your name with a package, I'll put it right up here against the wall, and Jeff will be here most of the time, and he can guide you to it, and Donna will come back and have your name on it. So if you haven't registered now, make sure you get in touch with me. You can text me. It's a lot easier to text me or email me, either one, and we'll get you on here. I had several more things to get to. We're about to run out of time. I do want to mention the snapper season now. Don't forget to go and book your snapper trips. You want to go and start doing that now if you haven't already, because it's only going to be about 5 weeks. So check it out. It's going to be June 11th through July. So make sure you get that. We've already booked hours, and we'll be going. So got to wrap it up. Got some special guests coming on tomorrow. Next couple of days will be some special guests, but I enjoy that time being able to do a solo show and bringing you the very best I can. Thank you all for watching Panhandle Outdoors. We always appreciate the viewership. You do something good today for your fellow man. You have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.